Hello and welcome to the Z Hut. Today I would like to show you how you can make your own popcorn and french fry salt for almost nothing. You go to the grocery store and buy the french fry or popcorn salt. It's like $2-3 for just a little container, not much bigger than this, sometimes slightly bigger. But you can go. And I went to my local dollar store and I got this big ass container of regular table salt for under $1. I think it was 86 cents if I remember right. 86 cents. So why would you go and spend $2-3 for this little container of popcorn salt when you can make it yourself at home? Now, you know, if you've ever used one of these little hot air popcorn machines, once the popcorn's done, put it in the container, you take your table salt, and the salt just goes right to the bottom. It doesn't stick, not one little grain sticks to anything. Not one piece of popcorn. Reason is the popcorn's dry. If you cook your popcorn in a pot on the stove, which is the old way of doing it, then there's oils on the popcorn, and then your table salt will stick. Yeah, but still, just regular table salt. And with french fries as well, I mean, you go to Burger King, McDonald's, or wherever, and you get the french fries, you notice you don't see table salt grains on the fries. It's just this fine powder. And what they're using is what I'm going to show you how to make here in just a moment. And that's the same thing. Some places add a couple extra seasonings, and in this process you can add, well, say you wanted popcorn with a pickle flavor. Add a little bit of dill to what I'm going to show you how to do. And then you'd have pickle flavored popcorn, or you can get pickle flavored fries, whatever way you want to do it. Alright, well, let's just get right into it. Let me show you how you do this. Well, first you need some table salt, and I've got my container here that I got at my local dollar store, and it was under $1. Like I said, I think it was 86 cents, something like that. And this is the container I'm actually going to be putting it in, so I'm going to use it kind of as a measurer. Because you got to mix up more when you make this. You're going to have to make more than you're going to use, because well, you're going to be using a blender, and the blades don't actually reach all the way to the bottom. So if you just put 2 or 3 tablespoons of salt in there, it ain't going to work. But I just measured it out. Well, I filled it up a little too far. Well, that's okay, because I'm going to be making some popcorn later tonight, so I'll use it up. Usually, I'd go about 2/3 of your container that you're going to put it in. Use it for a measuring device. And then we put it in the blender. Close that up. Now, at this point, if you wanted pickled flavored popcorn, you'd want to take some dried dill. Don't use fresh, because fresh would have moisture in it, and it's going to screw things up. You'd want to use dried dill, or whatever kind of flavoring you want to add. If you're going to use this french fries, maybe a little bit of Lawry's seasoning salt in there, because way back in the day when I was a kid, we used to use Lawry's seasoning salt all the time, but it's kind of a little strong. Putting a little bit of that in here, yeah, might mellow it out. Alright, well, I put the cover on. We got our salt in there. Now what we do is we want to put this on a medium. You don't have to run high and don't run low. You want like a medium setting on your blender. And I found about 2 minutes, roughly. Kind of depends. Sometimes a minute and a half to 2 minutes will work. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the button, and then I'll catch you back here in just a moment when it's done. run about a minute, just a little over a minute. I didn't quite have to go to a minute and a half, I noticed, because I didn't put as much. Normally I make a larger amount. So for this smaller amount, about a minute worked fine. Let's take a look at what we got. Tap the sides first. Get it off the sides. So we're going to want to get as much of it as we have in here as possible. Oh, look at that. Almost like smoke, but you know what? That's not smoke. That's powdered salt. So you might want to be careful and not inhale that. I don't think it'll kill you, but you know, every time you breathe, you'll take salt for a while. Okay, let's dump this out. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to get something to tap in there a little bit, but look at this. Powdered salt. Now, normally when you went to use your regular salt shaker with table salt to season your popcorn, the reason it ain't gonna stick, well, unless it's cooked on a stove, but if you're doing air popped popcorn, it's not gonna stick because there's nothing on the popcorn to make it stick. Being powdered, you put that in there, it is so finely ground, it's just gonna stick. And same thing with French fries. Well, French fries, this will stick, but if you got a shaker and use this pulverized powdered salt, it tastes better. It tastes better, and it gives a more even coat. And actually, you probably don't even need to use as much, but that's all there is to it. I mean, it's super simple. Make your own popcorn and French fry salt at home, and you went to the grocery store for this little bit, and it's going to be enough to pretty much fill this jar. They'd be charging you like $2 minimum, and maybe a little more. And I got this whole thing for less than $1, and there's enough in here to probably make, oh, I'd say 5, 6, maybe even more of these jars. So hey, cooking tip for you. Well, thank you for joining us here at the Z Hut today. If you found this information useful, please give me a thumbs up. And with that, we'll just wrap this up. So have a great day. Thanks for stopping by, and have fun making popcorn.